Welcome back to another episode of Easy Peasy Labeling with me, Melissa. Today I'm with the LW-PX750 and I'm going to give you a basic rundown of this model. First, let's talk stats. So this printer can print on supplies up to 1 inch. Okay, so 1 inch and everything smaller, and that's going to be on the adhesive tapes and the magnetic tapes. And then if you are printing on heat shrink tube, it's going to go up to 9/16 on the heat shrink tube. Okay, now this printer has 180 DPI resolution, so it's going to give you nice, good quality images. And it also has 2 power options. So you can, it has the plug-in AC adapter, and it also takes the AA batteries as well. So it just takes 6 AA batteries. They just fit in the back here, super easy. So that is your power option. And then it is fully functional as a standalone unit. I see this used a lot in kind of a multi-purpose, multi-function use where people will buy it and they have people that need to use it as a standalone in, maybe on a workbench or out in the shop or something like that. But they'll also have others who will bring it in and use it in the office connected to our software. So this one can also has the capability to connect to our PC software, and you can use that to create and print your labels as well. And it just connects via USB. So that's a really nice feature, best of both worlds there. So another really cool feature I love about this printer that's kind of unique to this model in particular is this here. This is our peel guard corner rounder. Okay, so what is that? It is a little built-in cutter that is actually going to round the corners of the label for you. So what you do is you take a label that's already been printed. I printed this just a second ago, and it's actually, when I insert it in here, it's going to round the corners. Okay, so you can hear it. Rounds the corners on there. So why would we want to do this? Well, everybody knows the first thing on a label that's going to peel up is the corner. And then sometimes, whether it's just wear and tear or you just can't help but kind of pick at it, it affects the longevity of a label. So having that corner rounder, it's going to help the longevity of that label, but it also really gives it a nice professional touch. So I've printed the same label, and you can see here one that has just the standard square corners versus the rounded corners. It really looks nice. So if you're looking to kind of step up the game a little bit, I see this a lot on things that are going out to customers or products and things like that. So it really looks nice. So check that feature out. The next thing is I just kind of want to give you a basic rundown on the keys. Okay, so let's start here. So you can see this is the power button, so just easy on and off. Next to that we have our caps and our shift key. So anything in blue is going to be accessed with the blue shift key. Moving along, we have our accent key. So if you're doing different languages, that's what that is. Our space bar. Obviously, we have our full QWERTY keyboard here. And again, anything that's in this yellow color as well is also use the shift to get those. And then here we have our arrow keypad. That's going to help you move around on your label, but also if you're in a menu to select things. We have our symbols button. We have our return or column key. That's going to bring you down to a next line if you're adding labels. It's also like your enter button. We have our QR code and barcode feature, and the backspace, which is the one with this X here. Okay, and then along the top here we've got kind of the different formatting things that we can do. So first I have the bright green print button. Next is your cutter, like feed and cut. Your file button, so if you have saved files or you want to save files, you can go ahead and save and recall them using that. Next to that is our preview and our little settings button with our wrench and screwdriver. So that's going to be things like your cutter, print density, stuff like that. And then moving along here, we've got sequencing, we have length and margins, and then these 4 here are going to be kind of formatting for designing your label. So we've got our font options. This one here with the A in the block and the big fat A and the funny little italic A, that one has all of the format settings. So anything from margins, lengths, fonts, sizes. So check that out. There's a lot of features in there. And then we also have the quick keys for the font style and font size, and then the orientation. Okay. Last but not least, these 3 white keys. These are going to be for some of those industrial applications. So it has things like assets, flags, wraps, and then we also have our mixed length feature as well are there. So lots of good stuff there. Now this unit has some cool features as well. So one thing that I like to do when I'm storing this unit at my desk is I actually store it up like this. Okay, so I do this a lot because a lot of times I'm either not using it or I'm printing from my software, so I like that it keeps it out of the way, and then it just feeds the labels out, so it's really nice small footprint. But when I need to, I can still unplug it and bring it with me wherever I need to go, so I love that. And then you can see it, obviously it has that handle, so whether you hang it on something for storage or hook it on your tool belt just to make it easier to use, that's another nice feature as well. Now, last but not least, the 750 and all of the printers in the PX lineup have that unmatched lifetime warranty. So no questions asked, your printer is always covered. So that was the 750, a quick preview of it. If you have questions on this model or any others in the PX lineup, please don't hesitate to reach out. We would be happy to help you with that.